Hello, it's Who Time. I've just got some exciting post. Derek is excited. Aren't you, Derek? Yeah, he is. There's some 60s and 70s monsters in here. Mainly 70s. Can you guess what they are? Well, you'll find out after the titles. So, just before we open this up in my new light box, I'd just like to mention this is a sequel to my other video back from November, where I got my first batch of classic Doctor Who monster figures from the guy who made these, Rob White. That's probably worth checking out as well. It's got some 80s monsters in there, so go and watch that first. That's worth a watch. It's very exciting. And then come back to this video and watch me unbox these 60s/70s, many 70s monsters. Right, let's get into it. Okie dokie, let's not mess about, let's get in. This is when I find out I don't have to open this. Oh no, yeah, it's a standard box. It's good. Okay, we're in at last. Okay. Let's see what we got first. I'll move this that way. Ooh. If you're eagle-eyed, you'll know this instantly as a Draconian. My goodness, I love it. Ooh. I love Frontier in Space. I love the design of these. Oh, that's fantastic. Look at that. A lovely Draconian. Oh, I've always wanted an official figure of one of these, but I got the next best thing, a beautifully made custom. So let's take a closer look at him away from this box quickly. And here's the Draconian alongside his on-screen counterpart. I think it's stunning. A stunning attention to detail. I love it. So we've got these lovely spiked shoulder pads, we've got the green robes, we've got the cummerband / belt and sash that goes over his shoulder. We've got the amulet that hangs around his neck. We've got the frills either side going over his shoulders. We've got this lovely reptilian textured skin in his arms and his face. This face sculpt is wonderful. I love the little beard and the frowns in the forehead. This continues around the back here. You've got all this detail. Lovely. The head is in fact a mould of Rob's original sculpt of this Draconian that he made for himself. This is actually made of a nice rubbery silicone. You can sort of see if you move it about. The beard's very flexible. He said he had this spare knocking about, and so he just used that. Didn't have to resculpt the head, which is nice. If you look at his legs, the base figure is someone in a suit. Could be the master, could be any number of people. There's quite a few people in suits. Could be a primeval figure, not quite sure. Hard to tell. Still got articulation in the arms and the wrists, which is great. The head moves. Pretty impressive. Not sure where these sleeves have come from, but it's wonderful. I love it. The only slight nuisance is that he's got a little bit of a bulge around his nose, at the base of his nose. But I think I could probably adjust that myself. Love it. I love the story. Love the Draconians. I wouldn't mind if they came back. So, who's next? Oh, there's another one here. It's very close. Oh, this looks like Hieronymous from the Masque of Mandragora. Look at that, stunning! Whoa! Always loved this story, and I've got a full-size, life-size mask of this, so I'm a big fan. I've actually got a full cosplay of this, in fact, as you've probably seen in some of my other videos. Right, let's take a closer look at him. And here's Hieronymus from the Masque of Mandragora against his on-screen counterpart. I think this is a stunning, fantastic figure. Very excited about this one because I just love Hieronymus for some reason. I just love his voice and the way he looks. I love the mask. And I think this is a phenomenal figure. I love the mask that's been made here by Rob. It's impressive given the scale. You've got the lovely purple robes. You've got a darker purple underneath with some dry brushing of a lighter purple on top. We've got the gold chain and the amulet. It's all there. And because I have a keen eye for detail, I can tell that the host figure, just bring him into shot, from Voyage of the Damned, has been used as a base. You can tell from the sleeves, you can see the little frills next to the gloves, and the shoes are the same. And then he's obviously milliputed the torso area and removed the head and milliputed a hood by the looks of things. Just want to zoom in on the mask for a bit here because it's just so impressive how he's managed to capture it in such a small scale. Here it is against the prop mask I have of Hieronymus. You see you've got the frown lines at the top, the lines at the side, the sort of scary laughing expression of Hieronymus, and then the long beard. It's all there. It's really stunning. This actually has an extra feature that you can actually remove the mask, which is impressive. It's an extra little feature because at one point in the story his mask comes off and he has a glowing energy behind it. That's the Mandragora helix that he's imbued with. So you can actually remove the mask here and reveal there's nothing there, which is just like the story, which is amazing. That is stunning. You can see he's put in a little bolt here, so it just goes in at the top of the hood, and you can just pop it back in and then just rotate it back in. There we go. It's back in place. That's a nice little extra feature. Stunning. I love it. Ooh, who's this poking out? Ooh. Oh yeah. Looks like we're heading to the Mutants. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a lovely, accurate sculpt of a Mutt from the Mutants. Great story. I do enjoy that. It's probably underrated, I'd say, from the Pertwee era. Does have a rather crazy ending, to be fair. Right, let's have a little look at this. And here's a Mutt from the Mutants against his on-screen counterpart. It's uncanny. It looks absolutely spot on. I love it. Really captured that janky quality of the costume. We've got the lovely two-pronged feet and two-pronged hands. We've got this lovely head sculpt, sort of shocked look with little mandibles. Looking around the back. Got this lovely carapace, this big chunky, don't know what you call this, but yeah, carapace, bug-like quality to them. He's got some articulation of the waist there. You can move his arms a little bit by the looks of things. I don't want to ruin it because they're basically there just to stand on the shelf, really. But it's nice to know that there's a little bit of articulation there. But that is phenomenal. No idea what the base figure is, and clearly, looking between his legs, this bug-like carapace bit is nicked from somewhere else, made in China, certified safe toy product. Wonderful, I love it. Okay, who's next? Going deeper into the box. Ooh. Oh yes, here we go. Now we're hitting the 60s with a Yeti from the Web of Fear. Here we go. Look at that. Oh, jubbly. That's some impressive fur. And a gun as well. Right, let's take a closer look away from the box. And here's a Yeti from the Web of Fear against its on-screen counterpart. This is stunning. Look at the detail of the fur and then the paint apps on top of it to bring out that fur detail. Fabulous. This is something fans have been clamouring for a while. For those of us in the know, there was a prototype made, but for whatever reason it never got made, which is very frustrating. So I'm very happy Rob has made me this one. I just love all this detail of the fur. Got a lovely dark brown as a base colour, and then you just dry brushing these lighter browns. It really looks like fur. I love it. We've got these lovely claws for hands and on the feet. Those look sublime, just like the on-screen. And we've got the white, glaring, massive eyes. That really stood out in the black and white episode. Very different from the abominable snowman version of the Yeti. It has got articulation, you can move him about, which is quite nice. Don't want to do too much because obviously it's just going to stay on the shelf mostly. I love it, it's fantastic. And we've got this extra accessory of a gun. Let's have a little look. It is removable. Yeah, pops it out. Very nice. Looks like it's actually done some milliput on the gun itself. No idea what the base is, but it's perfect. It's nice to have the gun. I wasn't expecting that. Pretend I'm spraying web stuff everywhere with it. This will go very nicely alongside my abominable snowman version. The 3D print, you've probably seen it in my previous videos. Here he is. He's slightly bigger. It's only slightly, so it's not the end of the world. I've also got 3D printed Great Intelligence control spheres. Let's see if they come in. Here we go. These control spheres feature in both Yeti stories, the Abominable Snowman and the Web of Fear. And now, this is just fantastic looking at this. I've now got both of the Yeti stories covered. Just before we move on, here's the second Doctor next to the Web of Fear Yeti. The Web of Fear Yeti is nicely taller than him. Yeah, it works well. I'm really happy with that. Fantastic. Okay, last but not least, we should have another one. There we go. Yes. There we go. Can you guess what it is? As I slowly take it out of the bag. Oh my goodness, I'm taking forever. It's quite stuck in the bag. Here we go. That's right, we're back to the 70s. Finish off. It's the Silurian from the original story in 1970. Look at that. Always wanted an official figure of one of these. And now I've got this beautiful custom. Let's take a closer look at this last bad boy. And last but not least, here it is, the Silurian from Doctor Who and the Silurians from 1970 against its on-screen counterpart. I think this is a stunning likeness. I'm so happy to have a Silurian in my collection now. It's a story I absolutely love, and I've always wanted a figure of it. And here I am with one. Fabulous. Looking at the figure, looking at the stature of it, I think Rob has used a David Tennant Doctor figure as a base. What do you think? Leave that up to you. And then on top of that, he's obviously put a lot of milliput and then sculpted all this scaling detail. He's even got the sort of neck piece that goes over the top and dangles down the front. And he's sculpted the head, which is phenomenal. Really on point with the ridges at the top, yellow eyes with the reptilian-like slit eyes, and the little open mouth and the flappy ears. Perfect. And then at the back we've got this sort of, well, very much reptilian back like you'd see on like a crocodile or a chameleon or something. Yeah, really captured that reptilian likeness of the Silurians, whilst also paying homage to the sort of bagginess of the outfit here with these ridges at the front here, these folds. Really love it. Very happy to have this in the collection. Now, if you're interested in getting some custom figures commissioned, then as I mentioned earlier, those figures are made by a wonderful chap called Rob White. Now, I've already used him a few times. I'm not showing people where they are on my shelves just yet, but you can see there's some down here in the 7th Doctor era. Got the Candyman, got the Tetrap, got a Cheetah, Hemovore. Down here with the 12th Doctor, I've got loads there as well. Basically given life to my 12th Doctor era. Look at that, crazy. If you're interested in getting some of your own, Rob White has created a blog site where he describes how he makes some of these figures. He also has a specific post about how to get in touch if you want some custom figures made by him. He's got a whole page with detail about the process and some Q&As. So go there if you're interested in getting some from him. If you want to see custom figures he's already made, then go and check out his Flickr. There you can see that he's created figures from almost every era of Doctor Who. He's completely embellished his collection with wonderful skill and mastery of customizing. So go check that out if you want to see all the figures that he's already done. Maybe that will help you choose some of the figures that you want made. The links for the blog and his Flickr page will of course be in the description. Well, I hope you like this video. If you want more content like this, plus a whole variety of other stuff, go and subscribe to my channel. There's loads of great stuff. I put loads of effort in. I'm quite proud of it. I think it's worth you checking out. Also, it would be a great help if you could like and comment on this video. It helps with YouTube, your algorithm, gets other people to see the video. That'd be grand, thank you. Also, if you're interested in seeing what comes up next on my channel, go click on that bell for notifications. If you want more, go and follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is @WhoTimeUK. I've got Instagram as well. Similarly, that's instagram.com/WhoTimeUK. Thank you for watching and supporting the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.